Yeah, it's our time to shine. Show that's the kind of state of mind you gotta combine with hard work and time. You gotta climb to the top. Don't let yourself drop till your heart stops. Let this beat rock. Got a new clock and a new stock for this new rock. Just let your mind loose from the new stock. Drunk off the goose, thinking that I'm too pop. Getting caught with a few thoughts cause I'm too lost. Off, the speakers can't even handle me. Give it what I got, nobody's gonna drain my energy. And I will never stop, I'm motivated by enemies. Setting up shop so everybody remember me. And no, I am not going through life regretfully. I'd rather work non-stop, what they call incessantly, than work some odd job just to live life pleasantly. Already got lost in my mind, not a fantasy, I'm getting with a forgotten soul. So stop, drop, and roll. You lost all control and pop off your balls. I got squat, I fold, I'm not bought, I'm sold. My stock rocks, it's gold. Hey, knock, knock, me home. It's shit, talk to close. I ain't stopping though, it's hip-hop, you know. Or is it rock and roll? I'm not dropping down, no, my pocket's grown. You can't stop the show, so get rockin' on. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. Taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't never. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never.
Hello everyone, sorry I was in the middle of eating food. I was really hoping Crime would take it up, but hello.
Hello.
Sugar Rush, Harbin Chaos, thoughts right off the bat. Let's go right into it.
I think this is going to be a really good match. Maybe not as good as two of the other matches that we had yesterday. We might not see a Game 7 here, but I'm expecting Sugar Rush to put up a really good fight against Harmony.
Yeah, Harmony's been looking pretty solid lately. Max X, I know, like, Shadow's the name that popped up. Steve even a little bit. Yeah, see if he pops up. He comes up a bit. And Sugar Rush, I'm not sure how we're going to do missing Kara and Seadrill, but those are probably going to be some pretty big pieces. I'm not sure what comms are like, what the comm structure is, who's usually calling it. I'm not sure if we're going to see the Specs main tank again, because we got baited with that once before, and I'm not going to fall for it again.
No, I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing Lays in that spot today.
Yeah, which is really interesting and very, very interesting to see what we're gonna be running here. We do see V Cognitive Pit come in, because of course he's coming in. I definitely think some names to keep an eye out for is I'm gonna regret this. It's gonna boost his ego. Specs, I definitely think if he's gonna have to have a really big game in order for us to come out, along with Guac. She's performed quite well. She did really well against Meteors. So I think Specs, Guac, and I hate saying that. I think those are going to be people to keep an eye on. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I 100% agree. It's going to be really interesting to see how this match unfolds, because both of these teams have had 11 weeks since they last played each other. So it's going to be really interesting to see how both of these teams have developed.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to see how these teams develop. Looking forward to seeing what Sugar Rush brings out, because we've seen in the past that they like to bring out some funky compositions here. So I'm kind of interested. Maybe we're going to see some triple TPS. I think it can work here against early on Boskaya. Also wondering if we're going to be seeing what's it called, goats. Very very small known composition. Hey, maybe we get to Spanish Inquisition if we're lucky.
I don't know, but one thing I'm pretty sure we can count on is seeing Maxix on that Sombra.
Yeah, maybe we'll see Somber goats from Harmony and Chaos. I haven't seen too much Harmony and Chaos games, but have they run it before?
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, that could be very, very deadly. But yet again, it's going to be up to Sugar Rush to realizing that if they're on these Somber Goats, they need to go fast, hard, and aggressive and take every fight they can before they can build that EMP, assuming they do run this Goats composition. So it's definitely something that we're going to have to keep an eye on if you're going to recognize a winning condition against the Summer Goats. Yeah, and we will be seeing Volskaya first. As I mentioned, I think triple DPS can work on the first point. We've seen it in the Overwatch League. I believe it was Fusion versus London Spitfire. Stage 1, their week 1 matchup. Correct me if I'm wrong about that. But could be interesting here. Could see this triple DPS. What do you think we're going to see? What do you think we're going to see?
Um, I feel like we're gonna see at least one team play goats.
Yep. That's always a safe
Whether
bet.
that's Sugar Rush or Harmony and Chaos, I don't know. It'll probably be the defending team.
Probably a
And
depending team.
then I feel like we're gonna see a Pharah.
Yeah, and the thing I do want to point out about with Sugar Rush's goats, if I remember correctly, against Meteors, they ran it with a lot of Moira, and we've talked extensively with this VOD review, HQC, shameless plug, of Moira goats. Honestly, it's really weak against Ana goats. I think
Yes.
it's the weakest version of goats. Zen goats, you could probably even beat it with Zen goats here as well. So I don't envy. I'm not sure if they've learned from that, if they've even seen that, if they still think Moira Goats is going to be their way to go. I've heard good things about Sacred Walls' Moira, but in the end, Moira isn't going to cut it against an Ana or a Zenyatta Goat. So
Right.
if we
The
see,
Moira Zen Ana kind of triangle is kind of like a game of rock, paper, scissors.
yeah, except just Moira Goats loses to 2 out of the 3, so
True, but it has the potential to outheal the Zen goats.
it does have potential to out heal the Zen Goats. That I think it comes down to Focus Fire. If a Focus Fire is really good with discords, like burning down most likely the enemy Rhyme
Exactly.
and going down to Zarya. I'd assume that if you're this far into the playoffs, that you should have gelled with your team plenty enough to go run this Zenyatta Goats. Because you scrim, you play, they should. And it does look like we are having some technical difficulties at the moment. We're not sure how long this is going to take. Uh, I'm not sure, but in the meantime, I don't even know where to go with this right now. It's probably the longest one I've had in a while. Uh, from temporarily being scuffed. We are not. We're here. Hopefully, we will have no more issues with that tonight. We should be getting started any minute here. And did someone just get moved from the active roster? Okay, they're doing subs on their own. But everyone's getting ready. We should be going in any second. We're just kind of waiting on the lobby host to take care of that. And here we are.
As we mentioned earlier, we're going to be starting off this series on Volskaya Industries. And fun fact, this is the only map in the quarterfinals map pool that overlaps with their original game in week 5 of the regular season.
What is those solo cups? Like, they know everything stats wise. Like, you got like Grumpy Pants. Like, you guys are just loaded with stats. Is that part of Zuby's training?
No, that's me being a nerd.
Freaking nerd. But just keep in mind, it's best of 7.
Yes, it is.
We can't see a map 8 if we were to get a draw on. What do you know? This map right here.
Ready for battle.
And no.
We're seeing
we see
a
goats.
2-2-2 comp coming from.
Oh wait, no, this is not goats. What are they? What is Sugar Rush running right now? Oh, I'm gonna get play for that. I think the Mercy's kind of just a joke here, but this is some interesting comps coming out here. Yeah,
There's the Moira.
Yeah, as we talked about, we really have a preference towards this Moira Goats here, and as I said, it's the weakest of them all. But in theory, they should have the advantage going into it. It's a 2-2-2.
We see more changes coming over from the Sugar Rush lineup.
Oh, we're gonna see
the triple DPS.
Did I call it or what?
I called the Pharah.
Yeah, you did call it.
But unfortunately, we're not seeing the goats on the receiving end of that Pharah.
Yeah, but if you look at Harmony and Chaos's comp here, they only have a summer to deal with it. And but Maxix is a really big early kill on his specs. That's probably going to help a push, but Secret Wallace will get the rest on his specs here. So they are going to be able to keep chugging along with this push. Lace is a bit low here, but he is a ball and he does ball things, but he gets hacked, he gets slept in, he will go down to the Club here. Med is probably also going to stop a push here from Sugar Rush, but I have been wrong before. Secret Wallace does get hacked, but Guac gets Maxix. Envy aren't able to get anything out of a Secret Wallace hack, but they do get, Club does get Guac, and Race FPV does get Maxix, and V-Cognipic, he's getting a little bit low, but we're kind of just trying to hold this to try to peek him out, but Specs does get slept here, but he will not fall, but Riley
Bad finds Maxix, that's kind of huge right now.
Yeah, that it gives him man advantage because they do have spawns here, and they don't have res.
They do not. Steve Buscemi falling to half.
Yeah, and it's just gonna be Sugar Rush slowly getting there. Lays does get really low, but he's able to survive at a sliver of HP.
Riley Bad drops throw, he falls to the handicap.
But V-Cognitive Pit, he falls, but Riley Bad does get Steve here, and he does get Lays. Nano's gonna come out onto Handicap, I believe, but it looks like Harmony Chaos is actually slowly stabilizing this fight. As we say that, Riley Bad gets Race FPV, and Guac goes down to Shadow. Guac kills
Maxix EMPs alone on the point. Hopefully they'll find salvation here.
Yeah, sorry.
However, it looks like Sugar Rush is going to get point 1 in this series.
Yeah, they took it. Solid time make here. And are we going to stick onto this comp for second point, or are we going to make swaps here? They do have almost...
Sugar Rush is coming up on 5 ults now.
Yeah, so I think we're going to see him stick with it. V-Cognipic, he's going to pick this, he's going to pop the sights. It's probably going to force out Maxix to be a lot more reserved here and play with this team here, because there's not much he can do, but they are trying to push down Shadow and Maxix since they are by himself. Guac, she's just going to go in there, she's going to go try and find something, but she can't. Lace, he is going to pop mines, he does not get anyone. He is anti, but Lace gets Steve as they say that, and Guac does get Maxix. Transcendence is going to come out from Specs here due to the grab, but only Club fall. Club only gets blocked, but Guac gets res. Raven back up by Secret Wallace, and this is a blazing fast attack by Sugar Rush here.
That was fantastic execution for Sugar Rush. They did exactly what that comp is designed to do. You take the first point, and then you snowball the rest of your ults into the second point.
Yeah, I don't think they used it. I think they only used dragons to take first point. They played it.
Yeah. Yep, only dragons, I believe.
Yeah, they played it really slow, which is I really like that. As much as I love fast-paced, aggressive comps, goats, this comp they played it really slow. They traded a little bit. They knew it. They recognized they had spawn advantage, and they just took their time and they got it. And I really wonder what Harvey and Chaos is going to fire back. And we all know Sugar Rush is known for his triple DPS comp, but we don't usually see him pull it out on maps like this. We see it usually on Control. So I think it may have thrown him off guard. As I said, very curious if we're going to try and throw back at him. And I'm not sure if you can run Ghost back into this. What do you think you're going to try here?
Well, it's been spoiled now.
Yeah, yeah.
That's bunker.
Yeah, bunker could work here, but we are going to see a dive come out. I like the pick. I think it's honestly one of the best. Yeah, I think it's one of the best ways to deal with triple DPS here. But it's the best way best way they can if they were to run it again, which they are not. We're going to be seeing very similar comps coming out here, but one question mark I do have is we see Lock on the Widow and VCog the Pit on the Diva, because I don't think we've seen Guac's Widow. She's played very well on hit scan heroes or tracking heroes. She's played a lot really well. In V-Cognitive Pit, we know him for the Widow, but we're gonna see him as Diva here again.
It's definitely an interesting comp coming from Sugar Rush right now.
Maybe they just don't have a nobody has specs here, so it's a bit curious on what they're running. Ooh, Club does get a bit low. Steve's gonna go try and get in. He's just going to get control of the leader from game as Cognitive Pit takes out Steve Buscemi, and I believe Glover's dealt a good bit of damage to him as well. And they are going to go try and hunt down Race FPV and Lucio, and they will get him. He will fall. Cognitive Pit does clean him up. Summer, Maxix was just trying to harass Guac, couldn't really do much. Maxix just gonna go try and get away, wait for Dive to set back up, and that's a one fight by Harmony and Chaos. Not Harmony and Chaos, Sugar Rush, blah.
Riley Bad's already almost 70% to his Dragon Strike.
Yeah, I think he dealt a lot of damage to Steve Buscemi. Wow, he's going that fast.
Rock finds an early kill on Dank Club.
That is a great opening pick on a Dank Club right there. It's gonna stop the fight, most likely dead in its tracks. And this dive coming out from Harmony Chaos is looking too good. And Riley Bad does get Race FPV, and Guac gets Maxic. This
Dive Sniper comp is doing a lot of work right now. Dragon Strike on the two in the room.
Oh yeah, it's gonna force him out. It's a bit questionable, but he's building it really fast. Shadow, he's gonna get found by Guac. Here, did I question Guac's Widow? I'm sorry. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure we could put specs on Widow at this point. He's gonna get to her free, because that's just how this team operates. So he's just gonna come out from Guac, just gonna go try and find him. They may wait it out here. Maxix does have to try and get out here, but I don't think he's gonna be able to. Maxix is gonna be hunted down by Lays, but he may get out. Nope, he does. Cognitive Pit does find Maxix here, and an anti-dismount to Cognitive Pit and Lays. And they're both anti-around half HP, but the anti-wears off. They're all healed up. Oh, but Steve Buscemi does go down here. Riley Bad does get Shadow. Handy does get Specs here. Harmony and Chaos, you do get one kill, but you do lose Handy Fab to Mech, and there's not much you can do here. Sacred Wallace goes for a bit of risky res, but it pays off for the Chaos. So fight Dinklev does get Sacred Wallace here, but Specs trades back onto Dinklev here, and Specs gets too. Wow, I want to compliment him, but I know it's going to feed his ego, so I'm just going to leave it at nice job, Specs.
Defense is looking really solid here for Sugar Rush.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, their dive seems a bit lost from Harmony and Chaos. If Steve, he's gonna go in. It looks like he's by himself. The EMP is gonna be committed by Maxix. They do get lays here. They do trade main tanks, but it does look like this is winnable for Harmony and Chaos. Steve does come out from Race FPV. Dragon does come out from Riley Brad. Not really gonna get much. Just gonna split Harmony and Chaos and have Sacred Balls does get really low and goes down. Race FPV with two handy onto Riley Brad and Zinko cleans up block, and this will be Harmony taking point one.
It was interesting that Harmony and Chaos decided to only commit the Primal Rage and the EMP to that fight. We see a lot of teams here go for the EMP followed by the Dragon Blade.
Yeah. Max, he's really far up here. He's trying to get in there, and it looks like he's just trying to spot check him out, not messing in. We're going to see Riley Bad move to the Reaper here. Bit of an interesting pick. We did see Guac swap off a Widow, which is a bit odd because she had been doing really good. Oh, and Maxix does get a hack on a laser. Guac goes down to Handy Fab. That was gigantic. Specs goes down to Steve. Bond's gonna come out from Handy Fab. Does he get any? No, wait, my bad. Cognitive Pit doesn't get anything. The Blade comes out from Dankle, but it does get Sacred Wallace, and it does look like Harmony and Chaos are gonna take this a bit slower. Maxix does get Guac a bit low, isn't able to finish him. Specs is really low, but he goes down to Banana Boost of Sabra. And it's looking like nothing Harmony and Chaos can do. EMP's gonna come out for Maxix here. And it's just cleanup right now for for Harmony. Oh, not for Harmony. Sugar Rush. Pardon me.
Sure.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, Harmony and Chaos. I can't. Who put me in
Sugar Rush
charge?
is doing their best right now to stall out the point to remove as much time as they can from that time bank.
Yeah, they are doing a really good job taking time off time bank. I'd say they've taken at least 30 seconds. They are going to invest in the lamp here to make sure no one dies. They can't get a hack on the lace here. Oh, and lace comes up with a big shatter,
nice
but
shatter.
there's no one here to come out with it. No one here to follow it up. And Harmony and Chaos with 3 something in the time bank.
Score 2-2.
Yeah, 3:29 left for Harmony and Chaos here. Bit slower, but looking good for Sugar Rush.
Yes, it was looking very good. I think we're going to see something very similar to that same defense.
Yeah, and I think on attack we're gonna see more of Esther for DPS comp because Harmony and Chaos, they didn't have an answer for the entirety of the first round, first defense. They couldn't do anything. Well, they did get some kills, but they just weren't able to do it. And we will see slightly different defense. We're gonna be seeing Guac on the McCree here, which is also interesting because I criticized her for not seeing her play Widow, and it confused me, and just popped off. She was performing incredibly well, and now she's gonna be going over to the McCree, and
I think the McCree pick here is an anticipation for the Dan Club Genji.
yeah, it could be, and or Maxic Sombra. That could be a great counter pick here, but what do I know? I clearly know nothing. I can't even get the teams right, so don't listen to me. I'm wrong 90% of the time.
2, 1.
It's gonna be interesting to see who we're gonna go for here dive wise. Well, you're playing pretty good. Ooh, we do spot out Maxix pretty early here. And VCog the pick, he's gonna get aggressive here, try and push him out. Maxix, oh, we are gonna go try and dive onto VCog the pit. They do get him low, and Lace does get hacked here. He is getting a bit low. He's a bit half, and ooh, Dane Club gets a big kill on the Lace here, and VCog the pit's getting pretty low. But Riley Bad gets Steve Buscemi, but VCog the pit does lose his mech. Rez does come out under Lace, and it looks like Sugar Rush is able to stabilize this fight here as VCog the pit does get Dane Club, and ooh, but they do get Specs here. But Race FPV does fall here, and it's now just clean up for Sugar Rush.
We see Maxix going towards spawn right now. He's looking for the spawn kill on top of Specs.
That could be pretty big here, because they'll probably give him his EMP, and it will give him man advantage here. Ooh, and he does get a kill out of Specs here. Yeah, that does give him an EMP and should give them man advantage. But it does look like someone is coming back. I'm not sure. Someone coming back. Specs will be swapping over to Lucio here, just trying to get back a bit safer. But we'll keep an eye on that. But Lazy, he pops Prime 1, doesn't really get much. He's missing a little bit of HP. He is getting a bit low, but Blade's gonna come out from Dane Club. Nano Blade, it will get one here, and it's looking like Harvey's gonna take that point one here. And Sacred Army is going to invest in CMP here. Doesn't get much. C7 gives Sacred Wallace. Guac is getting really low, but she will fall along with Specs. We're gonna be seeing a swap to Bunker here for the second point.
And that should be point A for Harmony and Chaos.
Yep, as VCog the pick gives his life on the point, and I'm kind of curious what Sugar Rush is running here. When I think of second point, Volskaya, I don't really think of a bunker. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be that good of a bunker point, but it's interesting. You'll see VCog the pit on the Reaper, but I don't think we've seen him play yet, but I'm pretty sure everyone can play whenever. Ooh, but Maxix gets Specs. And Bomb's gonna come out, it's gonna get Box gonna fall here, and Harpy, if you're just getting so many kills here, I'm not sure. Harmony, Sugar Rush is gonna need a big play to come out here. VCog the pit does get hacked, he's just gonna fall here. There's too many Harmony Chaos players left on point to go stall here. Specs, he's gonna come back out with Lucio, he's just gonna get almost insta-killed. Riley Bad's on his way back to point, but I don't think he's gonna even be able to make it back to touch or stay alive long enough to make a difference. Walk does put up a wall, but she almost didn't make it back, but Lays is back on this ball. He does get hacked, and it's getting a bit chaotic here, but Nanoblade will not come out, and it goes onto a Boostio here, but Danklup does get Specs, and Riley Bad 1 HP on point. HIC can't do anything except just stand there and wait for its time to die.
Now show them.
And it does it.
Score.
They got a double cap here.
4.
50 seconds, I think.
Switching sides.
Oh,
Just
40.
under.
Just under. So they will have another attack. We'll have another attack, and now you look at Sugar Rush, very even better position to go respond back. They got 5 minutes on the time bank to make something happen.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens here with Sugar Rush. Losing that, or having that 4th point capped on you is a serious mental game to play here.
Yeah, but I think they're still probably in a pretty relatively good mind state, because you look at the time bank, 48 seconds to 5:36, and yeah, we will see the triple DPS come right back out with V Cognitive Pit on the Widow here. We are going to see a bunker comp come out here for Harmony and Chaos here, but if you're in for Sugar Rush back wherever you are, there is a positive running this. If you're running a Bastion, this comp is not going to work, because Bastion's just going to wreck the ball. You probably aren't going to be able to get too much value out of it. But this is probably the best case scenario bunker comp you can run into here. They don't have a D.Va to spot check, but it doesn't matter, because I just realized Sugar Rush does not have a Sombra. NA casters. Yeah, NA caster. Yeah. And
3, 2, 1.
yeah, and fight. It's just gonna be as I've said before. It's good to get invincible.
We see this triple DPS comp coming back out from Sugar Rush. It worked well for them the first time around. Blase on the point, just trying to draw their attention back. He falls to Maxic. Block finds the Immortality Field, but has to back off due to pressure. Andy Fab misses the hook.
If Steve gets Specs here, that's probably gonna force a reset for Sugar Rush here. There's not really much they can do here for Sugar Rush except just wait for Specs to get it back. And
Sugar Rush is at this point playing the long game. They're looking to generate those ultimates, play the poke game, and try to get 1 or 2 picks before they start fully engaging on this point.
yeah, 1 or 2 picks can completely break a bunker here. They can't. They're having a hard time getting into one level. As I say that. Yeah, they get Max 6. That's huge. Yeah, and now they're going to be able to slowly push in as they have to keep space, and V can't get picks, yeah, they Danklup and well, they do get
Gets Riley.
but they don't have a lamp for immortality.
Blase.
He's a bit low. And Guac does get Steve Buscemi, and this is looking like Sugar Rush is going to get the first
There's
win
the
without
handicap
even
gone.
having to use any. Yeah, Handicap's gone. Maxix has to back out. Ooh, someone is still on point. Shadow just gets his life for a point. Yeah, he goes on point. Just tries to buy as much time as possible. Wasn't too much longer. And look at the ults. They saved a lot of their ults here. They have that barrage. So it's looking really solid for Sugar Rush here. They have the ult advantage that they need, that this comp they've done really well with. And Maxix is getting close to that EMP, and he does get a hack off on the Guac, but they are able to feel for him. Vicognia pick it Steve Buscemi, but Lace does fall here because he does get hacked, which is very unfortunate for Sugar Rush here, but I still think he can go. High Noon is going to come out from Riley here, but I don't think it gets anything. Vicognia pick gets Maxix, and then Guac gets Race FPV, but down goes Guac and Sacred Walrus. They don't. They no longer. Yeah, they pop
Shadow
bongos and
falls really bad. Cognitive Pit finds Danklup. Steve Buscemi gets the Zenyatta. He's nano boosted right now, and it's looking pretty good for Harmony and Chaos on this defense.
Yeah, it's looking really good for Harmony and Chaos defense, because Sugar Rush burned a lot of ults and didn't even get a tick in progress, so that is fantastic for Harmony and Chaos. And we're going to be seeing Reinhardt Roadhog and a Reaper at a tank line right there. It's a bit unorthodox. And
the comp's going to be scouted out by Maxix and relayed back to his team right there.
yeah, they already know what they're running. Does seem a bit interesting. They are going to keep Spexum Senyatic because he is getting pretty close to trans. They are trying to actively spot check for Maxix. I do hear him booping, so he's playing a very dangerous game. And it's just going to be a slow push here from Lace, and he's wishing he's going to have a D.Va or to get close, but they're going to trans aggressively here, but Handicap with a great full hog is just going to keep the team back and nullify any value from that trans that they want to get aggressive with, and a big anti is going to come out. High Noon's going to come out from Danklup, and he's going to pick up Walk and Sacred.
Maxix finds the kill on Specs, and Cognitive Pit returns with the kill on Race. Fan Club, however, finds the remaining 2 members of Sugar Rush.
This is a really solid defensive look for Harmony and Chaos right now. And this comp from Sugar Rush is a bit out there, and
I'm out of here.
I'm not really sure where we're trying to go with this here. I'm probably gonna get flamed for this later, but don't worry.
Sugar Rush has no ults online currently, and is going to be pushing into this EMP.
Yeah, I think you just have to try and force any other side to see EMP out here, and he's going to be looking for that golden opportunity. He sees the anti. Oh, he's just going to assassinate Vex, and he's just going to get out scot-free. Not even going to have to use the EMP to win this fight.
Sugar Rush would have to back off here without that Zenyatta.
Yeah, that's just huge for him. And Max, he's going back here. He's just he recognized that he didn't even have to use EMP to kill Specs. Oh, wait, he's gonna go for it again here. He gets Specs really low, but he gets stunned up, but is able to get out here. I'm really liking this aggressive Sombra play, doing everything he can to take out this back line and Specs here. Yeah, I love it. It's aggressive, and we're gonna be seeing the EMP coming out here. It's gonna be large. We are gonna nano him again. Race FPV gets placed. Transcendence will come out from Race FPV, but Maxic, he's just gonna get 2. Can he get 3 here? He does, and Vicario Pit's the only one left to do anything. But
Harmony invested 4 of their ults that they had that fight.
if we go take a quick look at the ults real quick, we're seeing Sugar Rush here coming out with a full 6 here,
60 seconds
and
remaining.
this is gonna be their one shot here, most likely to pull this off here. And Max, he's just going into a backline, trying to bait out most cooldowns, trying to even get a frag here. He's been unsuccessful these last couple of tries here, but he does get outed really early with that Coalescence. But Lays, he gets hooked. They have no main tank to push into. They have nothing to stop this damage coming from a bunker here. Specs, he's trying to get something, but I think he was hacked, so he couldn't trans. And Sugar Rusher backing up smartly, realizing that they have one more full fight as a full team, and with 5 ults here. This is smart play by Sugar Rush, recognizing that they only have 1 fight.
If they wait too long here, oh, we're looking at Maxis going on to Specs again.
Yeah,
Specs
he
falls
kills
to
him
Maxis.
again. He was separated because he had no other choice, and Maxix has another EMP. Maxix, he's looking like he can go put this round away here of another one, and he does it. It catches all five remaining members of Sugar Rush, and they can't even get close enough to touch.
Victory.
Phenomenal defense right there by Harmony and Chaos. Absolutely phenomenal.
The offensive Sombra play from Maxix there was instrumental in their victory on this map, I think.
And I think if you're Sugar Rush, I think you have to swap to Lucio there. Because Specs, he kept getting caught out in those positions where there's nothing he can do. He was just being taken out by a Sombra, and I don't know what else he can do. Yeah, as
If
a
you get
Zenyatta.
picked early and you are found in spawn by that Sombra, you sometimes have a very slim chance of coming out of that alive.
Yeah, and they were lucky enough to get Guac to peel for him a couple of times. I really think you swap to the Lucio there. It works better against a bunker because you can get because you can get close to that bunker to engage and save some of that shield to go in. And it's going to be a lot harder for Maxix to punish you. Because you can boop, you can just hopefully live long enough. Because then it's just...
He can alternatively wall ride in a section of the map that Maxis can't physically get to.
Unless he wants to suicide for you, but that's...
Right.
Yeah, that's just a throw right there for Maxix. But I think we're gonna be seeing Nepal next, and right here that means more triple DPS. And when we looked at those attacks for Amvolskaya, they didn't know how to deal with it. They just couldn't at all deal with these triple DPS comps.
The control map here is actually in Sugar Rush's favor. They have an 82% win rate among their control maps.
Thank you, Stat Nerd.
You're welcome.
I should just say thank you, Solo Cup. You guys are great in Solo Cup. You guys know all the stats, so...
It does look like that we will be going to Nepal.
Yeah, Nepal, as I said, we could see more of these triple DPS comps. Bad news for Sugar Rush, I'd say, is there could be bunker, and from from what I've seen, they did look good with Bunker against Meteors, but so far the series they haven't looked too good on it. So hopefully they can play a lot better on this Bunker here, because I think that's going to be big. I also think they need to figure out a way to protect Specs from that Sombra, or just swap Specs off at Zenyatta, or just swap out Zenyatta in general.
Right, and we're going to see Sifa in here for Walrus from the Sugar Rush team.
Interesting swap out. I know. I just want to quickly correct myself. I think he still runs in if you're going in goats, regardless, even if it's against Sombra goats. Because all right. So, correct me if I said anything wrong beforehand. I don't know where I'm going. Guy, talk. I'm a scuffed caster. Who put me in charge of this again?
Sorry, I spilled my water.
All right. Unacceptable. What maps do you think we're going to see here first?
If it's on Village, I think we're definitely going to see a Fire Mercy on Village, I think.
Yeah, I figure
And it's going to be more triple DPS from Sugar Rush.
100%.
And then Maxix is still going to be staying on that Sombra. His Sombra is looking very good today.
Sombra's it's always been great, and I think we're just going to see him run it because, as we mentioned, Sugar Rush, they haven't had an answer for it. And that's going to be pretty bad because Maxix, he's known for being a Sombra player, and I'll say it, he's Orsted 2.0. And oh, sorry, I'll let you finish.
We have the potential to see some Sombra goats here from Harmony and Chaos, but we're going to be going to Sanctum for our first map.
Yeah, that's most likely we're going to be seeing a Bunker coming out from both sides here. And
probably some Diva, maybe some Winston.
Maybe even floats here, man. I would love that, but I don't think we'll see that. I think we're going to see pretty standard Roadhog, Orisa Hog here, and just go try and get those pulls. I don't think we're going to see anything too flashy here. Probably going to see the Cognitive Pit again on the Widow.
And another Pharmacy again from the Sugar Rush.
Okay, I was right about the Cognitive Pit going on to the Widow. We are going to see Steve Khalifa on the
Torbjorn.
Sif Killer. I think we're kind of keeping around in spawn right now, so it's hard to judge. We're going to see Garbagio on the Garbagio. Onto the Hog here, and
we have a very traditional comp for Sanctum coming out for Harmony and Chaos. The Orisa Hog pole hook combo is very strong on this map, with the giant death pit on the side of the map. It's kind of hard to ignore that. We're going to see another triple DPS comp coming out from Sugar Rush. Again, we had the Pharmacy Cognitive Pit on the Widowmaker. And
the Cognitive Pit. They correct you on that. Sorry.
The Cognitive Pit.
Yeah, I'm very curious to watch the Cognitive Pit here because he's been known for his Widow. He's played it really well. Steve Buscemi is getting a bit low here. Ooh, but Maxix does take out the Cognitive Pit. That is great for Harmony and Chaos. And Harmony and Chaos has just been able to clean up this fight so far here. After that pick on a Maxix, really well played by Harmony and Chaos here.
Dank Club finding 3 or 4 picks that fight gets him to 80% on his ultimate already.
Dank Club has been playing great this season, might I add. I think we've seen him on the McCree, seen him on the Genji. Ooh, the Cognitive Pit is getting a bit low. Oh, but what happened there? I kinda wish I saw that, but anyway.
Hook onto Guac.
Anyway, but Dank Club does get a big kill onto Guac here. That's going to force another reset here. And with triple DPS comp, yes, it may be good and get his teams off guard, but once this Bunker gets set up, I think it's going to be really hard for them to break. And that was a really questionable shield by Steve. I kind of want to know what happened there. But fight's breaking out. We do pop mines, but Garbagio does get 2 with Specs and right the bad, but Guac does find a kill on the Dank Club. Kind of fire back Sifical. Yeah, questionable mercy, but Guac gets 3, so it was all calculated part of a plan. As Guac gets 3 or 4 there, I couldn't see. And Sifakilla does get V-Res onto V Cognitive Pit. And it's just Garbaggio left. And he just gets taken out here. Ooh, Danklub does get a bit low to Guac here, but can't be finished off.
Maxix is going to be looking for that EMP in this fight.
Yeah, they do have an EMP, and this most likely will win them the fight here, most likely. And if they can even catch Sifakilla or Guac,
EMP finds 3.
but doesn't find Riley Bad as he
Riley
picks up
Bad.
3 right there. But Steve does get a kill onto Riley Bad, and Garbaggio gets 2. Garbaggio coming back as kind of a
supercharger
hero
there.
Yeah, a bit questionable, but Garbaggio is just bringing it back. Incredible play by him right there, and Shadowfear to bring that point back here. So that bongo, purely calculated. Pure calculated. Ooh, Garbaggio is gonna go try and push down Lays, but doesn't get much there. And we are now starting to approach last fight territory for Sugar Rush here. And Lays gets slept in
That's a
active.
huge pick onto Specs.
Yeah, they don't have Specs, and he does have B, and they're now in last fight territory, so they can't afford to get picked anymore. They need to back up and get ready for a final push to that point, and it's going to be Lays who has to touch, but I'm not sure if he's going to be able to. And Sifakilla gets hooked, and I don't think we're going to be able to go much further. Specs, he's just going desperation time to make it there. He can't do it. Cognitive Pick does get a kill into Maxis here, but he can't get back. Riley Bad does make it back to point, but he's going to be taken down by Danklub, and it's just all Harmony and Chaos with kill feed right now. Nothing Sugar Rush can do as Lays falls, and we're on to the next map. Incredible bunker work of play by Harmony and Chaos there.
Yes, indeed. After they took the point, Sugar Rush had a very difficult time trying to recap that point.
And if you're Sugar Rush, do you swap off this comp?
I don't think fair is the right choice here because there's plenty of high ground.
Now show them.
Yeah, I do agree with that, and it looks like we're going to be seeing Dive here coming out. We don't really have any Dive DPS, so it's a bit odd.
And it'll be Harmony and Chaos playing the triple DPS comp.
Oh, now how the tides have turned for Sugar Rush now. Oh, this is just, every bit of irony, and I love it. And it's gonna be a slow start. Not much happening right off the bat. Garbaggio does get really low here, and he does fall. Maxix, he's in the back line. He can't get much done, but V-Kind of Pit gets kill into Garbaggio, and Danklub does fall here. So that's looking really good for Sugar Rush here. You got a couple picks, but you do lose Mech if you're V-Kind of Pit. But don't worry, he's an expert with that Baby Diva.
That was a very clean engagement from Sugar Rush.
Yeah, very clean. And we're gonna see Garbaggio go back over to the Zarya and Steve back over to the Reinhardt. I honestly think you may just go Ghost if you're Harmony and Chaos here. And apparently they don't play Ghost, but Maxix does fall to Specs here. And Lays gets Cavalier, so this is great for Sugar Rush here. It should be a lost fight for Harmony and Chaos here.
V-Cognitive Pit finds Steve Buscemi and Garbaggio.
Yeah, it's just been all clean up right now for Sugar Rush. We have complete control of this map. It's looking like a complete polar opposite from last round.
See you later.
Ooh, but Maxix does get Specs, but Sifakilla is able to get the res for free. No one was really there to pressure it out. Great res. Nothing I could say. Not much else
Looking
to
for
say
6
about it.
ults to come on the board here for Sugar Rush.
Yeah, they're gonna pump Dragons. They're just gonna go try and split him here. They do get split pretty well. Transcendence does come out from Specs here, and it's just a brawl on the point, and they do win it. Steve will fall. He does get blocked, but questionable Valk there from Sifakilla. He had the fight won. It's a bit iffy. Actually, I think it was kind of just not necessary at all. I think it's alright losing a couple there because they're staggering out. You should be able to get some. But we do see Danklub getting close to that Dragon Blade, and Specs use Transcendence really aggressively here, and I think they're going to pay
There's
for it
the
here,
EMP
but
from-
EMP is going to come out, it's going to get 5, Specs is going to fall, and they won't even need to use this Dragon Blade. A Sifakilla gives low hack, not much we can do. Ready Bet does find Max 6. If we are going to invest E here by Cavalier, and it's just going to be Harmony and Chaos cleaning up this fight, it's just be Cognitive Pit left alive.
That's a very questionable sound barrier right there. Harmony and Chaos had already won that fight.
Oh crap, I don't want to get banned. I mean, it was a great sound barrier. Like, perfect, flawless execution.
Now show them.
Yeah, that was all Cry who said it was questionable. Ban him if we're gonna ban anyone. But we did. But again, as I mentioned, Dinklub, he has that blade, and they don't have an answer to stop it right now from Sugar Rush. They have no support ults. Ladies, he's gonna go try and get close, try and go pressure on Dinklub. Not really too successful. And it's looking pretty solid for, I'd say, for Harmony and Chaos right now. Dinklub does get pressured back a little bit. They do have, Sugar Rush, they do have this Dragon Trike and High Noon and Diva Bomb here. Cognitive Pit's getting really low here. Grab comes out from Garbaggio here. Blade does come out, does get 1, gets 2, and gets 3. Gigantic Blade coming out from Dinklub here, and it's looking like Harmony and Chaos should have it. Sifakilla gets really low. Can Dinklub finish her off? And he can't. As he pops out. Actually pops out. Oh, that is just huge for Sugar Rush. Not Sugar Rush. For Harmony and Chaos here. I'll learn my team names eventually. And it's not looking too great for Sugar Rush. We don't really have too many ults coming online. We do have Transcendence here, but I'm not sure. That's really about it. We do have High Noon. Not sure how much value we're gonna get because it is coming up on another sound barrier here.
Sugar Rush does have the ult advantage coming into this next fight.
Sorry about that. My phone in the background, and they're just gonna go try and start a push, but block this fight cap right off the bat, so they do not have access to that. Yeah, he has no access to that. No access to that B. I can't speak. Specs does pop Transcendence a bit early here, but I think they do have grab. It does come out from Garbaggio, but Sugar Rush, Harmony and Chaos.
Tactics is there for the Death Blossom and just cleans up the rest of Sugar Rush.
Not gigantic. It was a very large. I need to stop myself from saying that term. But Harmony and Chaos does take the map 2-0. It is now 2-0 Harmony and Chaos. It's been really well played by Harmony and Chaos here. They've been playing really well this series.
They've had a couple shaky moments, but after they get that initial regroup, they are looking very strong.
Yeah, they're looking very strong. And Sugar Rush, they are putting on they're still putting up a fight. Sugar Rush is not out of the series just yet. Yes, yeah. Sorry, I'm a bit out of it. I want to remember we're gonna go to next. I'm not too familiar with yeah, dang. Max 6, I do want to say, he's been playing incredibly well on whatever we've seen him tonight. He's played an incredible Sombra so far tonight. He's played, his Reaper's been pretty well, been pretty good. I just won a map 2, so I'd say he's been playing pretty well on whatever we've seen him on tonight.
Honestly, let's talk about Guac. She's been performing really well in those hit scan heroes today.
Yeah, she has. She's been a standout for Sugar Rush so far.
Starting from the questionable Widow that you doubted, she has been putting those kills on the board for Sugar Rush.
I think the motto for Sugar Rush is, what can't we play? I look at it. I look at half the players on this team and I don't know what they play. Well, that may be a bit of exaggeration, but I think you get the point where I'm going at it. And whatever they can do, they can run it all. We've seen them on Ghost, we've seen them on triple DPS, we've seen them on 222, we've seen them on Dive, we've seen them on Bunker. They can just run so much here.
Looks like we'll be going to Gibraltar for map 3, and Sugar Rush will be subbing out Riley for Clive, Frosty Clive.
You know what? I like this pick for Sugar Rush here because, you know, Widow is really good on Gibraltar. I think we all know that. And V-Cognitive Pit, he's an incredible Widow. We see good plays from him. We've also seen great plays from Guac, which I doubted. I'm sorry. So I think that's going to be really good for him. We're going to be seeing a lot of Dive And I will say, I think when we saw Harmony and Chaos Week so far in this series, excuse me, it was on dive on Volskaya. So I think this is a smart map choice here. I don't think we're going to see triple DPS. I think we're going to see a lot of 2-2-2, maybe a double sniper coming out. Actually, I'm going to take that last part back because I'm not sure if, excuse me again, if Cognitive Pit or Guac can play Hanzo. But yet again, as I just said, this team is, their motto is just, what can't we play?
Right, and now with
Arriving at
Frozen Cliven, we might be able to see specs on a DPS character.
Yeah, we may see specs on DPS, but I think the other term for that is throwing.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, Specs.
Throw's a little harsh.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Specs. You know I love you, no homo. Like, it's just how we. Yeah, it's just how we talk to each other. Maybe we see him on off tank here, because I know that's what he does play. So I'm a bit curious what he's going to be running here, because I never know what we're going to run here with Sugar Rush here. And we will be seeing him on off tank, so I was pretty solid here. I was right. Cognitive Pit's gonna, the Cognitive Pit will be on the Widow here, so.
Maxix not on the Sombra this map, instead he's choosing to go with the Ashe.
Yeah, I think the most interesting thing that Vera's running, it does look like they're committing to a ball here. It's
Wrecking Ball and a double sniper comp. It's a little bizarre to me.
Yeah, and especially with that Reinhardt, and running Reinhardt on point, it's a bit questionable. Because this is a Winston-dominated map for ever since dive has been a thing. It's just been, it's like synonymous. I think it's the best term to describe it there. Everyone knows you run Winston. You always run Winston here. Dan Club on the Widow here. Don't think we've seen it, but we've seen it on McCree do pretty well. So in theory, he should do good. But ooh, V-Cognitive Pit does get early. They are going to try and res Stinklup. He does get right back up, but that was a great opening pick from V-Cognitive Pit. Stinklup just going to go try and fire a shot at him, try and do something here.
Sugar Rush has a very strong advantage on this map if they can just get control of that high ground.
Yeah, if they get control of his high ground, it's going to be pretty lights out, but V-Cognitive Pit again wins that duel here. He has just been proving he is a phenomenal Widow. Time and time again. And now, as you just said, it looks like Sugar Rush is getting control of that high ground here. Oh, never mind. They do have the option to. They have it completely under control.
And find Shadow Fear. It's a huge upcoming fight. However, Race is going to find the res.
Yeah, they do get the res back onto him.
They have a boss left in the backline with Sugar Rush.
Yeah, they do get that, and now they have complete control over the high ground. Yeah, to get in. They're gonna nano lace. We're just gonna send him right in on there to build that primal, just try and cause as much chaos as possible. He gets pretty low, but he's gonna pop a primal. He sees Shadow low. He's just gonna go try and get in there. Can't really get much because he is getting focused down really hard. Shadow's gonna come out in a car. It's going to get two, and ooh, they are gonna nano steam as well. This is looking very bad for Sugar Rush in a very close space with a nano Ryan. Is not where you want to be.
Very low.
Yeah, and Sefiko does somehow survive that. I'm not sure how. But if you're Sugar Rush, you just gotta reset. But ooh, Maxix does get V-Cognitive Pit now. And they do give a res right off the bat, so that is good.
Sugar Rush looking to reassume control of that high ground.
Yeah, that's going to be very key to this winning because yes, it is important to push that card, but if you can wipe him from behind for that choke, you can take it. But
One comes out from Specs, but it's not going to find anyone.
That's a miscommunication, I think, because they didn't realize that they were pushing high ground. So Specs threw a bomb where he thought he could get something from it, and it's bomb was a bit wasted. Specs does lose his mech to Garbaggio here and loses his life to Tank Club, so they are trading right now. They don't have a main tank. Does look like Grace is going to try and pull off res. He does get it, so if you're Sugar Rush, you have to back off yet again. And it's really up to V-Cognitive Pit and Laze just to go put pressure on them to get them to back off so they can push that cart through the tunnel. Because they do mostly have high ground control. Ooh, they do get a res off, but oh no, they don't. Dayclub shuts it down just at the last second. Yeah,
Questionable use of the mines there. Danklup had already found 2 picks on Sugar Rush, and one of them was Sifakilla, preventing that res. so the use of mines there is very questionable.
Yeah, they are going to swap to a Rhyme Zari here, which is a bit unorthodox, but that's also another model for a team unorthodox. But they do get max 6, but they will follow shortly up with a res here.
Raggio, the backline of Sugar Rush, the Nano Boost can
and-
be invested on Sifa Killa.
Yeah, she's going to pop out.
Killed by Steve Buscemi. Thanklove finds Specs, Garbaggio gets the kill on Guac.
30 seconds.
Yeah, and this is going to be another reset. Harmony of Chaos is just playing really well. They're playing this choke really well, and they're having a hard time pushing through it.
I've seen worse. You're going to live.
They are going to push out. Guac does have the bomb. It's right now their only ultimate, and it's a Hail Mary. But Steve Buscemi, he does have that shatter, and this could be the way
Sifa's gonna fall to the Dynamite, which is really gonna put
and the Shatter's gonna come out, it's gonna get Specs and lays down, and it's just gonna be a wipe here for Sugar Rush. There's not much they can do. He's gonna get Max into desperation for the last second, so it's not gonna matter. He won't even be able to get such a payload. And I don't even think they made it through that initial tunnel. And if you're in Harmony and Chaos, you're looking at a great spot to just come out and win the series.
Switching sides.
Not the series,
not
but
win the
the map.
series. This is
Yeah.
map 3.
Yeah, but
Initiating match.
bit tired. But great play so far by Harmony and Chaos. Their defenses have just been very strong, and they've been playing really well.
Race was doing really well last round on the Mercy. I think he hit almost, if not every res, almost every res possible.
Yeah, and they were in pretty safe positions, but I know I love Goats, and if you don't know it already, I think if you're Sugar Rush, you have to go Goats here and just play this tunnel here if you want to full hold it. I think it's the only way you can do it.
I don't know if the Goats is the only way.
We aren't gonna see it. They aren't gonna give in to the Goats, as I would so much love. We're gonna see Guac on the Soldier, and the Cognitive Pit on the Widow. Looks like a couple swaps are coming around, and Specs is going to the Diva, which is his signature hero.
Maxix is back on the Sombra.
Maxix is back on Sombra, and that he has been playing it well. That does open up an EMP bomb for Harmony and Chaos. So it's looking pretty solid. Pretty
The ball
solid.
pick here is interesting.
It is. It's a bit interesting, but it worked pretty well for him last time around. So maybe it'll work for him this time around on offense. We are going to be committing completely to the ball with Steve Buscemi on the DV here, but they do peel onto Garbaggio really fast here. They killed him pretty quick, and ooh, nice shot by Cognitive Pit onto Thanklove there. Ooh, Cognitive Pit almost got beyond the bear. But they have to keep really good eye on this card progress, because if they let it go for a bit too long, they lose the map.
The card
Ooh,
is getting
Ooh, but down goes the Cognitive Pit, and you're down a man with this far to go. It's not looking too great for Sugar Rush. The card's gonna start to slowly roll back here. Hopefully for Sugar Rush, you can back up. Specs does get, yeah, but Specs does get raise FPV, but Guac does go down to Maxix here. And this is not looking too great for Sugar Rush here. Specs goes towards the bomb. He does get Shadow Fear and DMX Steve Buscemi. So this is really good for Sugar Rush here if you want to go commit this full hold here. Blaze is getting a bit low. He needs just to get out and not touch, but Thanklove, he will fall, but
the res is denied.
They do deny. Garbaggio does deny the res, and Sugar Rush they're holding, and Race FPV was caught out of position.
Ooh, that's a big stagger on Race.
Yeah, that is a big stagger, and Sugar Rush is starting to look like they could maybe full hold this. Maybe Goats is not the only answer. I could be wrong. I'm
on that attack visor right now, and the only answer to it right now is the defense matrix from Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, so it's going to be up to Sugar Rush to go push it. Ooh, Maxix does try and go for a little bit of a C9 there. EMP does come out, and they do nano Maxix again. Visor does come out for Guac here. It's getting most of the EMP does come out for Frosty 5 here. They're just trying to keep this point alive. Vcognitive Pit does get a kill into Dank Club. Vex gets back in the mech here, and it's looking like Sugar Rush will hold for now. But Vcognitive Pit dips a bit low here.
Guac finds a kill on Raze, solidifying.
Oh, Guac finds two! Well, they do invest mines into his fight. They do get Sif a kill up, but Garbaggio does invest his life as well to get that kill. And I'm a tie breaking either
running back to Sugar Rush's spawn right now, looking for that kill on Sifa kill.
Yeah, you're gonna go try and find that big kill that Maxix has been doing all game, but he has Peel from Frosty Clive here.
Right.
So,
but Sugar Rush is going to be going into this fight 5v4.
Yeah,
if those supports don't get back.
Yeah, they do make it back, and Specs does lose his back. He throws the bomb of his own, doesn't get much. Bomb comes out, does kill Frosty Clive from Steve, but Sugar Rush should get a res off of here, getting more kills. He becomes a pip pop sides of his own. Besides, he's just gonna go try and find something as Guac finds another. She's been on fire, but Garbaggio does get Specs here. And Harmony Chaos, maybe she need to reset. But Dank Club does get a big kill into Guac, but right now they just need to reset, get a fight of 6, but they're gonna commit to it. They're gonna commit Nano out and an
big
EMP
from Maxix.
But Shadow's left alone in cart, but he somehow survives, and they're wiping Sugar Rush. Did I say they need to reset? Don't listen to me, I know nothing about this game. I am a bottom 500 player, and Guac can't get back to touch.
Map 3 will go to Harmony and Chaos, putting this best of 7 series at match point.
Yep, we are at match point right now. And beep, reverse sweep. It's possible. You know, we talked about there's no way that we could possibly top the series from tomorrow night. I think that could do it. I think a reverse sweep would definitely top all the other games.
Definitely possible.
Yeah, it's 100% possible for them. I think it's 100% possible for him to reverse sweep here. And maybe that this is all part of Sugar Rush's plan. They heard our comment about that this may not be as good a series as the other night's games. And they're like, all right, we're just gonna lose the first 3 maps. We're gonna try. We're gonna make it seem convincing, and we're just gonna go reverse sweep them. Maybe it's just all part of this calculated plan that we don't know about.
So another good stat for you, Cryptic, is that was the 4th win on Gibraltar for Harmony and Chaos out of 4 maps played.
Oh, so they're undefeated on that map.
That they are.
Thank you, Solo Cup, for all the stat nerds. We love you for that. Just. Oh wait, are we on break for all that? Okay. Okay, we're back live. And I do believe Cry has a stat for us real quick, so I'll let him do that.
Yep. We are going into Junkertown for map 4 in our series, and Harmony and Chaos has a 2-0 record on Junkertown, while Sugar Rush is a 1-1 record. So we can see this map go either way.
So I think the key to success is here for either team is going to be Pirate Ship, I think. I think
Pirate Ship is a very common strat that's used on this map. However, it's not the only one. We see a lot of Reinzari on this map, but the Bastion is prevalent.
Ready for battle.
Yep, and we're going to see Bastions come out both sides. Oh no, they're getting baited? Is Guac debating us? Is she debating?
No, I think she's serious.
Okay, so this is going to be pretty hard for Sugar Rush here, because if we go take a look, we see Garbaggio on this Bastion.
This is going to be very difficult for them to push into with this Orisa. Nope, and now we see the Diva.
Yeah, I think maybe
it makes it a little bit better, and Riley Bad there on the Hanzo and the Storm Arrow can just shred that barrier.
Okay, we were being debated. She was debating us the entire time. But they
Maxix
are going to go in
up
for a hack, and they hack Guac right off of the bat. Maxix has just been on fire this series with these hacks and whatever he has been asked to do, and I really like this setup. Oh, but Lays got pulled out of... Man, couldn't stay alive, but they do get Garbaggio here.
That early hack by Guac was really good for Maxix and the rest of Harmony and Chaos. It prevented them from getting set up on that point in time to be able to contest Garbaggio.
But it doesn't matter because Guac gets 2 there. She killed her Bastion counterpart. She kills 3, correct? My bad. And she's just gonna wipe the floor with his team right here because he did not have a mercy to just bring the Bastion back.
Harmony and Chaos is gonna go ahead and swap off of that Bastion and get onto a Junkrat. So they're now going to go into a mode to try and counter this Bastion.
Yeah, and I think they have a great counter Bastion comp. The only thing I actually may have
Shadow
replaced
Fear
it
and Cavalier get staggered out.
Yeah, so they will not have a recontest most likely for this push here. Ooh, Garbaggio does get a bit low if they're... but Harmony and Chaos should have time to go set up on the high ground, kind of go set up on the high ground.
And they will have the ult advantage coming into this next fight. We're looking at an Amplification Matrix from Shadow Fear, and then a Bongo from Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, they do have Bongo, so they may be able to break it along with this window coming out from that CCR Amplification Matrix. They may be able to just power through those shields and power through Sugar Rush and just wipe them off. But Sugar Rush are playing it really smart here. And they're conceding some space. They're kind of getting off a cartridge, trying to keep it so they can keep their Bastion alive. They will pop Bongos a bit late, but Guac does get hacked and hooked. But Guac will fall. Lays will fall. And is looking like a wipe here for Sugar Rush. I can remember teams. We will see Harmony and Chaos. Yeah, but are we seeing goats here? Or are we going? No, we're not going goats. Oh, maybe they are. Maybe they are.
Looks like they're trying to transition to it, but Riley Bad's holding on to that Dragon
I
Arrow.
think we're gonna go see Riley Bad real quick and just go fire off this Dragon Strike. Then probably after his fight, we'll swap the Brig. I'm assuming that's what's going to happen.
There it is, right up to the high ground.
But they do get Secret Wallace, and Garbaggio is going to come out of this tire here. He's just going to go try and get something here. He does give me Cognitive Hits back, and they're just going to back out smartly here and just...
Cognitive Hit's going to fall to Handicap, and Sugar Rush is going to have to back off from this push.
Yeah, they will have to back off of this push, and we do see Riley back.
There is the Brigitte.
Yep, we do see the Brigitte. Do see Brigitte come out here, and they only Diva Bomb here. I guess you could go try throwing up a Diva Bomb the second they place a new shield.
You could try, but Harmony and Chaos has 4 ults online, and one of them is EMP.
Well, this is a great rotation right now from Sugar Rush here, just coming around the back here, just coming up directly to the high ground to go contest him. And the EMP's
5-man EMP.
And Cav with a 3K right there. Huge plays by him. Huge plays by him. Great Amplification Matrix. If your Sugar Rush don't get discouraged, they blew 2 ults there.
Sugar Rush is looking for an economy push right there, just to try to balance out the ultimates.
Yeah, it was a dry push. We get some ults out. They're ready to go again. The Cognitive Pit does get hacked here, but if he keeps his mech, it should be fine. We're probably going to rotate around. Same way, it does look like Handicap is going to try and get in there to go land a hack. They do get a hack on a Guac, I mean a pig. Ooh, they do get a hook on a Cognitive Pit.
This puts Sugar Rush in a very awkward position. They're without their Demon Mech, and they are behind enemy line. They're still choosing to push into this Bongo, and the trans comes out for Cavalier. Garbaggio finds Secret Walrus, and then also kill on Cognitive Pit. Maxis finds Laz. Steve Buscemi kills off Riley Bad, and it looks like another reset for Sugar Rush.
Yeah, and again, for Sugar Rush here, thinking positively, they didn't use any ults there. Unfortunately, they did lose Cognitive Pet a bit early on in the fight, but this is still pushable back. They have ults now, they got Transcendence out, they do have EMP again, so they do have to start investing some soon and just try and make something happen here.
This is Cognitive Pit's. This is the Cognitive Pit's 3rd push with this bomb.
Yeah, he has had it for a while, but we gotta keep an eye on Maxix right now. He has EMP, and he's gonna come
there
in.
There it is. It's 4.
Yeah, they've been they haven't been able to get any value out of her ults here because they're just getting wiped in lanes. He just goes and tries to throw him that shatter, and it doesn't get anything. And they invest rally. I'm expecting a swap, yeah. But I don't understand the block swap. She did have that grab. It was, I guess it's a comp. I guess it's just something we talked about in comms and thought they
Garbaggio has Riptire, and he's probably going to look for an early pick here.
Yeah, he does, and they do have full hog as well. They will most likely have Transcendence here.
Here comes the Riptire.
And Tire's
gonna finds the kill in Sacred Walrus.
It gets Sacred right off the bat. And that is probably going to be a lost fight here. Lost fight right off the bat for Sugar Rush. And they get Guac, but she gets staggered out, and that's going to be really bad for Sugar Rush here. And they're going to go for more staggers here. Recognitive Pit gets really low. He still has that bomb here. So they have bomb and beam. They're going to have to make something happen here. But Recognitive Pit gets deleted so fast. He most likely won't get a chance to get that bomb out as he falls to Recognitive Pit here. Amplification Matrix is come.
And the whole hog come out from the side of Harmony and Chaos.
But Riley Bad does deflect it back and kill it, but down goes Riley Bad. EMP will come out here, and Transcendence does come out from Cav here just to hold, keep the fight, eliminate it. They do invest nano and delays here, they were able to build it, and he does get hacked.
We finally see the bomb from the Cognitive Pit.
And it does get one.
And it finds Cavalier.
And is Sugar Rush pulling this back right now? Steve Buscemi does get lazy here, but Steve won't be alive for much longer. Maxix, he's gonna go try and get a hack, but doesn't matter. Walk picks up two. Gigantic plays coming out from Sugar Rush here.
Very well played from Sugar Rush right there.
But Garbaggio, he is getting close to that. He's getting close to no retire, but Guac has an EMP of her own to go try and make something happen here.
Harmony and Chaos might be able to get a small regroup here to contest.
I don't think they will get this recontest if they take it. I don't think it's Garbaggio right off the bat, and Handyfat's gonna get staggered out most likely here. He does get a hook on the Sacred Wallace, but he won't be able to do anything here against it. They're just trying to push him. They're sticking with this bunker here. And Harmony and Chaos, they don't have defensive support out, but they have an next thing and Lamb to stop the blade. And Lace, he's going deep. He's gonna go try to secure his kill on Maxix here. And he unfortunately will not be able to, but he does have Primal. So he is fine for now.
The right call from Sugar Rush here is to try and control this high ground. Harmony and Chaos don't have anyone that can come up and contest that.
Yep, and Laze, he's just gonna die here. There's nothing he can do. Not much he can really do there. But you can EMP Blade here. Last fight, get that extra bit of progress. But Maxix does have an EMP of his own, so Maxix needs to come up with a gigantic play here to come up with a big EMP. They do detect him. And he looks like, oh no, he won't go. Oh, here comes the EMP.
There it is. It finds everyone but Guac on the side of Sugar Rush.
Yeah, so Guac can fire back with her own EMP, but
however, Sugar Rush is going to be four man down before they can touch the payload.
Yeah, it's going to be up to Guac to just get back in there and just try and touch a payload as she's right now. They don't know. They are going to pull out a Desperation Blade. It's going to come, the EMP's going to come out, but no one is there to follow it up. But Lace does give a nano of a Primal. He's there trying to do something. Cognitive Pig does throw out a bomb. Doesn't get
the bomb.
Yeah, it wasn't placed too well. And Garbaggio, he's going to pull out the sights. And it does get most speed. It might be Cognitive Pit. But it's just clean up from the rest of Harmony and Chaos to clean up the rest of the remnants of Sugar Rush here. Bright side for Sugar Rush, you pushed it really far.
We see a lot of teams stall out in the final push of this map just because of spawn advantage.
Yeah, spawn advantage is gigantic.
Switching sides.
The second point there from Sugar Rush wasn't looking too good until the very end.
Yeah, and that definitely cost him towards the end of that fight because they didn't have too big of a time bank to do much. So it's looking, it wasn't too good for them. They got some big plays at the place to go pull it back here. We're probably going to see a pirate ship come out from Harmony and Chaos. And this comp does have the ability to steamroll through defenses, especially if you get staggers. If they just stagger, trickle in, and you just can't do anything, the map is over, along with the series. it's going to be up to Sugar Rush because they know they're mostly going to run, and it's up to them to counter it. So we're going to be running Guac on the Bastion. She did really well on it, and Riley bad as well. So
This is a standard as it goes bunker coming out from Sugar Rush.
yeah, standards. Yeah, it's pretty
First-
standard.
Mercy and the Baptiste there to protect that Bastion.
Yeah, and we're going to be seeing the same thing coming out from Harmony and Chaos here to go combat it.
The only
And
difference between Harmony and Chaos' setup from Sugar Rush's initial push is that they look like they're stacking up on that right door to try to see if that Sombra's there, because that's what Maxix did on his push or on his defense.
5,
yeah, they're definitely a lot. No, they do know a lot better how to do
1.
Sombra. So we're going to see how this goes here.
Escort.
We're just going to go try to do an initial hold here, and it's bunker. There's not much that's really going to be going on here. But did I see Lamp was used on both sides pretty early, but Guac does get Carpaccio. But who is that? Sacred Wallace does get hooked out and killed. They are in a restable position. Down goes Guac, and this is not looking good for Sugar Rush here. You just need to back out, not take a fight, and just try not to get staggered here. But they do hook Lays here. He does get a bit low. He falls after placing the shield, buys his team a little bit of extra protection. Becoming Pick gets demeched, and we're just gonna mow through it. And after Sugar Rush, you just gotta set up for a second point defense here. You can't wait any longer.
At this point, you have to start trying to force Harmony and Chaos off of that Bastion, because if they're allowed to get through phase with that, it's going to decimate them in the final push.
If they get here if they can roll through the streets in a minute, the series might just be over because they're probably gonna get staggered at the end of this fight. They need to get the Bastion off right now. They need to get him off the cart now.
We see Riley Bad switch off of the Junkrat and onto a Genji.
But that's
Sugar
really
Rush
bad
is looking
for
to build up this EMP blade.
But that's bad for Sugar Rush. We're gonna have to dive onto this. We're gonna have to dive onto it. But they're not gonna have any ultimates to do it. And you look at Harmony and Chaos building up at EMP. It's about to have Cav's gonna have.
Sugar Rush finds Garbaggio initially. Frosty Clive gets hacked. Cavalier does get the res on Garbaggio. Garbaggio brings out the tank.
And if you're Sugar Rush, you need to die now. But the point is, you just need to get ready for third point.
And that's one of the big complaints on escort maps, is that you sometimes only get one fight in street space.
Yeah, you get one fight, and it does look they are going to try and go back for a recontest here. It does look like Lace is trying to set up for a recontest here, and that could be bad because I don't think he's going to be able to make it in time. Oh, he does make it in time, but he won't be able to survive because he doesn't have that primal. And they're all getting staggered here. This is incredibly bad for Sugar Rush here, but this is great for Harmony and Chaos because they're winning the fight here. Anti comes out. Oh, but never mind. Sacred Wallace gets 2 on the Cavalier. There's no support for Harmony and Chaos. This is fantastic by Sugar Rush here. They're winning
That's the whole hog here.
Yeah, they got him to invest a whole hog. Amplification Matrix, I believe. Res. Wait, did they burn amplification?
It was used.
Oh, I don't think it was used. Sorry, yeah. But I know I was saying that they should set up a bird. This was a very risky gamble, and they pulled it off. So that was incredibly well done. That they got it off gigantic plays. Coming out from, but they are still committing to this Bastion. And I really
very
like this.
interesting here. I wonder if it's Garbaggio just trying to conserve as much of that recharge as he can.
Yeah, but Lace gets Shadow, but Carpaccio does get a kill to Lace and to V-Cognitive Pit. Steve Buscemi does get the kill to Guac, but Riley Bad does kill Steve Bad. But it's not looking too good here. It is.
We're just fighting without their tanks right now. Guac will finally, or Frosty Clive and Sacred Wallace will both fall.
Okay, this
and
is
Riley
smart by
Bad
Sugar
gets
Rush
killed.
here. Smart by Sugar Rush. You look, they have all 6 ults coming online. They had 2 of those in the last fight, and they realized that they weren't going to win this fight, and they're just going to save them for their last. They're coming up on potentially last fight.
Guac needs to land this EMP here before Maxix can farm hits.
And he has it, so they need to land that EMP before he can get it. And a hack comes out to be targeted pit. They can't afford to lose this Mac. And they
There's
do
the EMP. It finds all 5 members of Harmony and Chaos.
Yeah,
We're gonna see
and
come in here for the counter EMP.
yeah, they don't really get much value out of it. Frosty is getting really low. They may not get a chance. Whoa, Riley Bad falls down. They have no ults online except for Diva Bomb and Bomb. And the beat gets canceled out. Bomb comes out and finds no one here. There's only 2 people, I believe, left alive for Sugar Rush. Make that 1, and he's hacked. He's going to get shredded. And I think this may be the end of a Sugar Rush season. I don't think anyone's going to be able to make it back to touch. Riley Bat does have a blade to go try and get there, but Guac will be able to touch. They are going to come in with a blade. The lamp will come out. But Garbaggio does kill Lace. Garbaggio kills Guac, and this is just looking like it is the end. There's nothing they can do. They do nano Riley right after. In desperation, try and make something happen, but Handy does get Frosty again. But Riley Bad falls. It's just be Cognitive Ped. He cannot make it. In Harmony and Chaos will be advancing to play Gravity, I believe. Yep, it will be to play Gravity.
Play of the game.
And Garbaggio played really well this series, but I think the true hero for this Harmony and Chaos roster was he had some of the very large EMPs. He built them fat. He built them fast. He built them often. He's my player of the match if I had to choose one. Do you agree? Do you agree with that assessment?
I don't know. I kind of have a spot for Mercy,
Epic.
Pure cloud.
and I think personally, I think Race is my player of the match.
He did have some nice dresses. I'll give him that. But
He played safe. He was rarely picked, and he got off most of the reses that he needed to.
Yeah, he did get some good reses, but I did have to give it to Max 6. Like, the way he played on that Sombra, it was just incredible. He was built, he had an EMP when he needed it. He got EMPs off first. He got really good spawn cams on his specs. He played everything you would want in a Sombra.
But do we expect that from Maxix?
Yeah, we do. We do.
Right.
We expect it, and I think he exceeded his expectations a little bit. Because what I expect from a Sombra is to get big hacks, big EMPs, and the spawn camp onto his end was just brilliant. It was fantastic, and I don't really see too many Sombras do it that much. So I think it was really well done by Max. I have to give it to him. I have to give it to him. But I think we should be. I think that's about it right now. That's it for now. Thank you for all listening to me scream for about, like, 2 hours, I'd say. Okay, we got to do some things, but...
So what are we looking forward to next week, Cryptic?
Next week, we have...
Harmony and Chaos versus Gravity, and then Solo Cup versus Otaku.
I think
so we have second seed plays, I think, fourth seed, and then third seed plays second seed.
Yeah, I think my
first seed plays. Sorry.
I think my exciting match, match I really would love to cast would be Otaku versus Solo Cup. I think that's gonna be the match to watch. That's just my opinion. I think you'll agree with that actually, because
I don't know. After Gravity's performance yesterday, I'm excited to see what they can put up against the Harmony and Chaos team.
Harmony and Chaos, it will be interesting to see how Harmony is against Gravity, because I know people have given Gravity a bit of crap. And they came out, they beat the Season 1 champs. So they brought it to a map 7, almost to a map 8 by Havoc's end. So it's gonna be. I think we have some good games of quarterfinals.
Yes, we definitely have good games set up for the semis.
Oh, semis, not quarters. We just got done quarters. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you for coming out.
See you next week.
Yeah, see you next week.
Yeah, it's our time to shine. Yo, that's the kind of state of mind you gotta combine with hard work and time. You gotta climb to the top. Don't let yourself drop till your heart stops. Let this beat rock. Got a new clock and a new stock for this new rock. Just let your mind loose from the new stock. Drunk off the goose, thinking that I'm too pop. Getting caught with a few thoughts cause I'm too lost. Off the speakers can't even handle me. Giving what I got, nobody's gonna drain my energy. And I will never stop, I'm motivated by enemies. Setting up shop so everybody remember me. And no, I am not going through life regretfully. I'd rather work non-stop, what they call incessantly, than work some odd job just to live life pleasantly. Already got lost in my mind, not a fantasy. I'm getting with a forgotten soul, so stop, drop, and roll. You lost all control and pop off your ball. I got squat, I fold, I'm not bought, I'm sold. My stock rocks, it's gold. Hey, knock, knock, she holding shit, talk to close. I ain't stopping though, it's hip-hop, you know. Or is it rock and roll? I'm not dropping down, no, my pocket's grown. You can't stop the show, so get rockin' on. So let me break it all down for you.
I ain't never giving up, I ain't never
You know
giving
I'm
up.
taking that crown from you.
I ain't worried about you, I ain't never
So let me
regret.
break it all down for you.
I ain't never giving up, I ain't never
You know
giving
I'm
up.
taking that crown from you.
I ain't worried about you,